Yeah, so I was gonna make a quick video about seasonal depression, or some people call it SAD. I think it stands for like seasonal affective disorder, and basically usually around September throughout the whole. I'm good, man. I appreciate it though. Yeah, so like between September and all throughout the winter, people start getting depressed or sad. And it happens as soon as the season change. I know it's like everything is in the cycle, man. So usually around the same time every year we all get sad. And it just so happened to be around fall and winter. And the reason being is because the days are shorter, we have less sun, which means less vitamin D. And some people say it's because your hormones are messed up. Your serotonin and your melatonin is messed up. And your serotonin levels and your melatonin levels are messed up. And it's true, man. Like, people who live closer to the equator don't really have to worry too much about that. But if you live in cold places, Midwest, East Coast, just places that's just like cold all the time, man, where you don't get enough sun, it really affects you, man. And it's not the end of the world. When I was in the UK, that was like really my first time experiencing it hardcore, man. Like I've never felt that way before until I was in the UK. Like, cause it would be 2 o'clock and the sun is gone, 3 o'clock and the sun is gone, and it's cold, it's always raining, and I wasn't outside as much just because it was so cold, it was so rainy, and it was always dark. So yeah, man, it was something different. And my last 3 weeks there, I found out something called a happy light. Basically, it's a light that gives you extra vitamin D. So it's supposed to replicate the sun. So,
See you, man.
all right, see you, man. Appreciate it. Yes. You forgot something? Oh shit. Yeah. So it's not supposed to have. Oh yeah. So you don't get as much sun. So you get something as a happy light, and you spend like 30 minutes in front of it a day, and it's supposed to help you. So yeah, if you're in a place where the sun goes down real early, your days are short, definitely get a happy light. Like and everybody else like that's in Georgia, I'm just talking about people that I know, usually like are in Georgia. It's probably still warm there. It doesn't really get cold there until November. But like I said, everything happens in cycles. So if you're used to getting sad around September, then that's when it's gonna come, even though it's not cold yet. So you can do stuff like exercise, man. Like really exercise at least 30 minutes a day. Like that's like super important. Make sure you're getting a proper rest, because like sleep helps with regulating your hormones, like very important hormones that control your weight loss, hormones that control your mood, everything, man. So really get good quality rest. And if you're into like holistic stuff, like aromatherapy is perfect. You get a diffuser or oil burner or something like that. Grapefruit, it boosts your mood. Just like, man, you could do a quick Google search, and there's so many things that will boost your mood. Or if you're trying to go to bed and relax, like use something like lavender, chamomile oil, and things like that. Whether it is like you put it in the carrier oil and rub it on yourself, or use a diffuser or oil burner. And yeah, so sleep, happy light, exercise, aromatherapy, man, that's like the best thing. And depending on how bad it is, there's nothing wrong with getting help. Like there's nothing wrong with getting help at all. So if it's just to a point where it's like, man, none of this is working, or you don't think any of it will work, if you're at a point where you don't think any of it isn't going to work, or you don't want to try any of it, definitely just go get help. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Go see a doctor or whatever. And man, you're not weak just because you go get help, man. Like usually the strongest people, not usually, always the strongest people that go get help. Usually the people that go get help are the strongest people, because it takes a lot of courage and bravery to actually go get help, man. Like it's easy to kind of just like try to tough it out, but it really takes a different type of courage or strength to actually go get help from somebody or actually admit that you need help. So yeah, I didn't want to make it too long. It's been 5 minutes, so yeah, I just got finished working out. Yeah, Jiu Jitsu. So all right, see you, man. Shit doesn't last forever. It's just that time of the month, and it doesn't matter that you got there. It's just don't stay there. It's like the most important part is just keep moving forward. Like just keep going. So yeah, peace.